A monster producer is a legendary creature who combines multiple skill sets to dominate their market. Are you ready to dominate?
Boom. There we go, folks. There we go. There we go. There we go. Coach Bert's in the house tonight. Welcome to my house. You know, I got a funny, interesting story to tell about that. Thank you for joining me tonight here on this follow-up webinar. As you know, when I was asked to speak at 10X, 10,000 people were on that at Mandalay Bay. They kept asking me what song I wanted to come out to. And I said, how about Apple Bottom Jeans? And they were like, no. And I went to my wife and I said, which song do you think I should come out to? And she said, you should come out to Thunder by Imagine Dragons. And the story in there is incredible. And so I did. So now my kind of walk-up song is My House. So it's good to be here with everybody tonight. We have over 350 people registered for tonight's webinar. I'm excited. I'm Coach Michael Burt. For those of you that don't know who I am, I spent a decade as a championship women's basketball coach, not initially as a championship coach, but ended up being a championship coach that built a national powerhouse. And along the way, started writing books about how I was winning games, how I was engineering people to win, and how we were really helping people play at a much higher frequency. That led me out to speak. From the speaking, people hired me to be their coach. And then at 31 years old, I retired from athletic coaching to start a coaching business. And over the last 14 years, that's all I've been doing is coaching some of the best people in the world, specifically on how to move toward a desired outcome. And many people hire me to help them get a lift in their sales, in their revenue. And so over the course of the last 14 years, I've really put together a system. And that system has very important parts. Tonight, we are covering one of those parts in the follow-up. And many years ago, I wrote the book, $1 Million Follow-Up. Okay, and you'll be able to get that book at my website. I'm sure my team can post in the links because we give that book away many times for free. And all you do is pay the shipping and handling for the book. And it's going to have a lot of the concepts that I talk on tonight. Okay, and then we'll come back and I'm going to do a full day in March on nothing but the follow-up system. So tonight is a primer to get you ready for some of these things. And I want to start by thanking you for spending time with me tonight. It means the world to me that you would be here and spend 45 minutes with me on a very specific subject and a very important subject. The purpose of tonight's webinar is to really, for lack of a better term, broaden your scope of follow-up to that of not only leads of people that have indicated interest in your product or service, but to think about follow-up as an opportunity, that you are following up on all of the opportunity that you have access to in the world. Folks, I believe there is no shortage of opportunity. There is no shortage of money. There is no shortage of people. There is a shortage of courage. There is a shortage of initiation. There's a shortage of follow-up, okay? Now, I'm coming off speaking in Scottsdale, Arizona, to almost 2,000 health coaches of the Optavia community. And many times you hear me say a very specific thing. And that specific thing is you don't need more money, you need more people. The people have the money. The people have the problems. The people have the opportunities. But I want to add something for the purposes of tonight's webinar. People are only as valuable to the sales cycle if you learn to follow up with those people and present an idea to those people or solve a problem for those people. Okay, because I've been saying this statement, it's going to be a book. I know I'm going to write a book on this at some point. And the book's going to be, you don't need more money, you need more people. But the subtitle of that book has got to be only if you follow up with those people and present an idea or solve a problem. That is where money is exchanged. Okay. There's a monetization that takes place in the follow-up only if you can present an idea to me that would move me toward my desired outcome, or you solve a problem for me. Okay. So think asset or liability. I'm going to add something to your life, or I'm going to subtract something from your life. Okay. So tonight I'm going to show you some secrets of follow-up. And what I'm really going to show you is how to recapture maybe $1 million a year. I'm going to show it to you in less than an hour without making a significant change to your current structure. That's my commitment to you tonight. And if you dig in with me, right? If you dig in and make this investment with me, I promise you, you're going to get so much better at the follow-up. I wrote the book $1 Million Follow-Up because so many people did such a poor job of following up with me. They would pitch their ideas. Those ideas were random and sporadic. They would come into my life. I would hear from them, and then I wouldn't hear from them for weeks. It was so terrible. On a plane coming back from a speaking engagement, I said, I'm going to solve this problem. I'm going to teach people how to follow up correctly. And I sat down that night on that plane and I wrote the book $1 Million Follow-Up. And I said, this is how you follow up. Okay. This is how you follow up. Okay. So thank you for investing tonight. It was an investment I made at 18 years old, buying a book called The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Changed my life, folks. It was an investment at 25 years old. I almost get emotional when I think about it. I wanted to be certified in the 7 Habits of Highly Effective People so bad I couldn't see straight. And it was $2,500, and I didn't have $2,500. So I went to my own mother and I asked my mother, would she give me the money to be certified in those 7 habits? My mom gave me $2,500. I paid her back in increments of $50, I think, at a time. And man, learning those 7 habits has helped me to make millions of dollars, number one, but it's helped me to be a better person, a better human, and it's helped me to have a structure. So I know the value of you investing your time tonight, and you investing in your future, and you investing in a coach, and you investing in a bigger play, and you investing in other people. So thank you for joining us tonight. And I want you to stick around all the way to the end. I tell people I can't help you till you commit, but once you commit, I'm not going to let you fail. So stay all the way to the end with me. I'll go about 40 to 45 minutes. And I promise you, man, you're going to make more money as a result of this, and you're going to get better at the follow-up. So as you have questions tonight, type those in the chat box. My team will be answering questions for you. As we go, my whole team is on here tonight. They will have links for you to enroll in things for your bigger future, to get better at follow-up, to join me in my mission to help people become legendary creatures, to enroll in our processes, those type things. So just pay close attention and interact with those people. Now, let's get started. I want you to remember something, and this is something that's very important. Money changes hands when problems are solved. Okay? Money changes hands when problems are solved, or opportunities are presented. So I want you to think about this. This is a very important part of the follow-up process. Money is exchanged between two people when value exceeds cost. Money is exchanged when you solve a problem for me or you present an opportunity to me. Now, why do I say that right out of the gate? Because this changes the purpose of the follow-up. See, the purpose of the follow-up is not to touch base, to check in, to see if I have any questions, to wonder if I'm ready to get started. The purpose of the follow-up is to show another person how you can help them move toward their desired outcome, or you can solve a problem for them. So I make it real simple because I'm a simple dude, right? Number one, you present an idea. Hey, I can help you. This can help you. Or you show them how you can solve a problem for them. That's the purpose of the follow-up. When I boil it right down, the purpose of the follow-up, just remember this: rekindle the initial attraction. You saw it, you liked it, you were interested in it, but you didn't take action on it. My job is to get you back to that point of chemistry where you were interested, where you wanted to take action, where you wanted to make a decision. The word decide means to kill off. I'm helping you make a decision. I'm helping you move forward toward your goals. I'm helping you eliminate a problem you have. Everybody see that? The purpose of the follow-up is not to check in. Hey, I'm just checking in. Right, Jay? I'm just checking in. Right, Mike? I'm just following up. Just doing my due diligence. I'm just seeing if you have any questions. See, you're missing the whole point. The methodology is already wrong. If you follow up like that, okay, raise your hand if you follow up like that. Hey, I'm just checking in. Hey, I'm just touching base. Hey, I just wonder if you have questions. I always joke and say, a lot of people say, man, I woke up thinking about you today. That is so creepy, folks. Don't be creepy in your follow-up. Hey, woke up thinking about you today. You know what I'm saying? Now, here's the deal. We ain't doing that anymore, Tiffany Newton, because now you've been coached by a professional, right? Money changes hands when problems are solved. If Eric White on my team, who's on here tonight, is following up with people, his objective is to rekindle the initial attraction, help a person come to a buying decision. The word decide means to kill off. That's the way we say it in the South, decide. Okay. Number 3, purpose, right, is to show how we can solve a problem, or he is presenting an opportunity to another person. Everybody see that? That is the purpose of the follow-up. So let's get that clear right out of the gates, folks. If you've been doing anything else in your follow-up, it's wrong. The methodology is incorrect. And because it's incorrect, they're not making a decision. Okay. They're not making a decision. So what are the 4 problems in the follow-up? If you're taking notes, I want you to write this down. If you're taking notes, I want you to write this down. 4 problems you face in the follow-up. Number 1, people are in what's called the current of the urgent. Okay. You're trying to sell me something or share something with me, and I'm busy. I got 2 kids. I got a wife. I got a multi-million-dollar business. I got 650 coaching clients I'm coaching. I'm traveling all over the world. I'm trying to write a book and have it finished by May 1st. And you come into my life and you're like, hey, stop. Pay attention to me. I'm really good. I have something valuable. You want it. I'm like, I ain't got time. I'm moving. It's not simple. It's not aligned. It's not invaluable. It's not a priority. I'm moving. I'm moving. And I'm in what's called the current of the urgent. And the current of the urgent means I'm focused on the biggest problem I got right now in my life, folks. The most immediate problem I have in my life right now. Okay. And because I'm focused on that current of the urgent, it's like I'm in a class 5 rapid and you are trying to jump right in front of my, I don't know what you call them, canoe. I guess it's not a canoe, it's a raft. And you're trying to stop it in the middle of it. Tell me how great you are. Oh, this could change your life. Oh, this could change. Oh, right. Here's the deal. The best thing you can do in the follow-up is to get in the boat with people and to add value to their life and to add value to their life and to solve problems for them and bring something of value to their life. What could you bring? Energy, support, resources, ideas, focus, positivity. Let me just get in the boat with you, man, and add value to your life. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm not trying to convince you to do anything. I just want to get in and show you over a period of time that I'm valuable. I can be a person of interest to you. So the first problem we have in the follow-up, which is a big problem, and you say, well, how is this a problem? You can't get their attention. And if you can't get a person's attention, you can't share your value. You can't articulate how you can solve a problem. You can't move them toward a desired outcome. You see, Friday night when I was speaking in Scottsdale, I had the attention of 2,000 people. And the way they did that event, where people were in pods watching together, only cemented the fact that we had people's attention. If they were watching it on their computer or while they're driving down the road or while their kids screaming in the background, I may not have had their attention. You can't help another person, folks, until you have their total, undivided attention, so you can articulate your solution to their problem. Okay. So the first problem in the follow-up is you are trying to share something with people while they're busy and they're in what's called the current of the urgent. Okay. And this is a big problem. Okay. Number 2, you don't have their full attention. You don't have their full attention. So they're scattered, their brain. So I see people pitch ideas and try to follow up. And it's like you're trying to share an idea with me at a bad time. And I'll tell you a story on this. I used to be a high school basketball coach, and my principal was the key decision maker. And there were things I needed, and there were things I wanted. And I would go up to the principal's office, and I would knock on the door, and I'd open that door. And sometimes his face was red. He'd say, "What do you want?" And I'd be like, "Nothing, sir. Just want to stop by and say hello to you." Boom. And I just keep on moving. I found out that I needed to share what I needed from him when I had his attention, when he was in a relaxed state. See, some of you follow up with people and you don't have a person's attention. So the first one is they're in the current. Second one is you don't have their attention. And sometimes I say to a person, it doesn't look like I have your full attention right now. And this is real important. So what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to find a time that you're more relaxed. It's a better time for me to position this. Thank you, Julie, because this is very important. Tonight, I'm having dinner with the CEO of a $6 or $7 billion company. And the reason I like to have dinner with him right after this is because I have his attention. I do not have his attention during the day when he's running a $7 billion company. I do not have his attention when he's trying to put out fires. I do not have his attention when he's trying to deal with 5,000 employees. I have his attention when I can sit across the table and it's just me and him and we have dinner. Now, that's inconvenient to me. I've got a wife. I've got 2 kids. I've been working all day. But for me to get his attention, I got to be willing to do the inconvenient. I got to be willing to get on his schedule, not my schedule. Okay. My schedule is, man, hey, I'd just love to have lunch. Well, I can't have lunch because I'm busy or whatever the case may be. Now, I want to go on myself here. Now, everybody see that. You got to first have their full attention. That's problem number 2. Problem number 3, and this is maybe my favorite problem, and it's going to change the game for you folks. The third problem you've got in the follow-up is you can't articulate how you can solve a problem for another person or present an opportunity to them in a meaningful way. Okay. And this is very important. Go back to our premise. Money changes hands when problems are solved or opportunities are presented that moves a person toward their desired outcome. Okay. Well, if you don't have my attention, ain't happening. If I'm in the current of the urgent, it ain't happening. If you do get my attention and you can't show me how you can help me prosper, help me make money, save money, get my nutrition right, have a better life, you got no chance of earning any business with me because you can't articulate how you can help me. I can't tell you, say, why is this a problem, coach? I can't tell you how many people pitch me their ideas and it is so confusing. So I want you to write this down. Okay. It's very important. And somebody on my team can put this in the notes. Your follow-up, when you're following up people, needs to be simple, no friction, simple, right? This is the problem. This is my solution. It needs to be invaluable, meaning it needs to be very valuable to the person. Simple, no friction. I see people send me emails. It's 17 pages long. I got to sign 4 different documents. It's hard to figure out like what right, like simple, invaluable. Let me show you how this is going to help you. It's going to help you quick. Okay. It's got to be aligned. And the only way it's aligned is you got to know what my problems are or where my pain points are or where I'm trying to go. You're trying to sell me something or share something with me and you don't know where I want to go. So a question I ask people is, what are you trying to do? Well, I'm trying to make $1 million. Well, I'm trying to expand greatness factors. I'm trying to write a best-selling book. I'm trying to get 1,000 monster producers. Okay, good. Now that I know what you're doing, let me show you how I can help you. Okay. Let me show you how I can help you. Okay. Yes, David, it is being recorded. And we'll send it out to all the people. All right. Number 4, it's got to be a priority. So I like to ask a question in my follow-up. David, on a scale of 1 to 10, how serious are you about moving forward on this? Okay. Is this something you want to do right now? Is this something you see yourself doing in the future? And my favorite is I can't help you, David, till you commit to something. But once you commit, I'm not going to let you fail, man. Okay. If you're not using that line, that's worth the price of admission tonight alone. Okay. So we got three problems here. We've got a current of the urgent problem. You don't have their full attention problem. You can't articulate how you can solve a problem or present an opportunity. And the fourth problem is you don't go the distance in the follow-up. All right. I'm a former basketball coach. Okay. And I play the percentages, and the percentages tell me, okay, that you should go 7 to 15 touches. It takes 7 to 15 touches 80% of the time to convert a prospect to a client. Okay. 7 to 15 touches 80% of the time to convert a prospect to a client, to someone who's interested, to someone who's taking action. It may take you 7 to 15 touches to get their attention. Okay. Right. It may take you 7 times just to get them to pay attention. Then it may take 7 more times to get them to be open to the idea. Then it may take 4 more times to get them to finally make a decision. National statistics across all industries show me that most people go 2 to 3 times in their follow-up and give up. Okay. And if that's you folks, that's your problem. It's not only the methodology you're using, it is also in the distance and the effort you're putting into this. Okay. Now I'm going to stop right here and I'm going to call on somebody. We got 240 attendees on this tonight. Okay. Look at all these folks that are on here. Okay. And okay. All right. Alex Hale, you're the winner. Tell me,
yes, sir.
Tell me, based on what I've already said, could you go out and make a lot more money based on what I've already said about follow-up? Yes or no?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. What will you change? Because this is a change in behavior, folks. When I wrote this book, what I was really trying to do was change behavior. I was trying to draw awareness. I was trying to say, this is a problem, folks. The way you follow up is all wrong. You're following up to check in, touch base, think about people, ask if they have questions. The purpose of the follow-up is to show them how you can solve a problem or bring a solution to their life. So Alex, how will this change the way you follow up, and what business are you in?
I'm an insurance agent, future monster producer, and this definitely has opened my eyes to the aspect of just having a mission whenever I go in there and having an objective when I step into the follow-up. I'm following up for a purpose and not just to touch base for the heck of it.
Thank you, Alex, and thank you for being a future monster producer. Okay, my team can help you get up and become legendary. Okay, listen, that one revelation you just had, big guy, is going to help you. Okay, so here's what I want you thinking. Notice the shift. I don't know who came along and said that the purpose of the follow-up was to check in on people, to ask if they have any question. I don't know what bozo taught everybody on planet Earth that, but make no mistake, they were a bozo. Okay. And they probably never sold anything. So this is what I saw people do with me. Hey, Coach Burt, can I get a minute of your time? Can I buy you a cup of coffee? Is everything okay? How's your wife doing? How's your kids doing? Do you have any questions? Are you ready to go? Do you have a minute for me? It's like, oh my gosh, folks. None of that adds value to my life. Did you say, do I check in on people? Sure. I call them and say, man, I got two things, I saw you did this. Congratulations. I'm proud of you for doing this. I follow up with people and engage with them, not to sell them anything, just to connect with them. I followed up with Dan Valentine. Thank you, man, for having me at your event. I'd love to do some bigger things with you. I got a couple ideas on what that could be. Why don't we spend some time in Hawaii talking about it? Okay. Now, here's my point. My point is, I'm not selling him anything. I'm sharing an idea to help him. Everybody see that? Okay. So I want to really get your mind around, I'm calling you to connect with you. Okay. And when I call people, I initiate the conversation. Hey, Jimmy, this is Coach Burt. Tell me where you are. I know you're in North Carolina. What's going on in North Carolina, man? How's it going? Then I disarm people through connection. I then locate a problem or find an opportunity. I then present something for them to take action on. And sometimes that's just go to the next thing. Go to the next thing. Hey, I'm doing this free webinar on Tuesday night. Hey, I'm doing it. Hey, I'd like to invite you to this. Hey, I'm doing a private dinner I'd like for you to come to. Hey, I'm doing an event at my lodge with this major country music artist. I'd love for you to come that night. Hey, man, we're getting a group together to do something. Push to something in the future. Okay. Now, I want you to think of follow-up like this. I'm going to put these in steps. Number one, I first must get people's attention. And this is kind of a play off person of interest. If you read my book, Person of Interest, if people are not taking your phone calls and they're not calling you back and they're not engaging with you, what they're doing is they're putting you in a low status position. They're not telling you, they're showing you. And Maya Angelou said, when people show you who they are, you need to believe them. Okay. If I call a person and they don't call me back, they don't engage with me, they don't seem to care. What they're doing is they're lowering my status and they're going, you're not that important. Guarantee you, if somebody real important called you today, you'd take the phone call. I got a lot of important people in my phone. When they call, I answer. Okay. When non-important people call, I don't answer. Okay. So here's my point. When I see people that I know, man, is just trying to sell me something. Oh my God. Every time this person calls, they're trying to sell me something. First thing I got to do is I got to get attention. Number two, I got to keep attention. So when I have somebody interested, so what I do in my follow-up is I call, typically don't get people. Sometimes I do. And then I send a voice text. Hey, this is Coach Burt. I know you're running crazy. Boom. I got something coming up I think be good for you. Call me. Then I may send a video text. Hey, I didn't hear back from you today. I'm interested in helping you. Okay. I joke with them some. Can't help you till you commit, but once you commit, I'm not going to let you fail. Call me back. Okay. Once I get their attention, I then must articulate what I call my explanation of service. And we teach a whole course on that in Monster Producer, my coaching program. And that's a game changer. Okay. Then I got to present an opportunity or show where I can solve a problem. I then must overcome any objection they have. An objection is opposition of thought. You presented an idea. I have an opposition to that idea. Many times it's not a true objection. It's truly just a complaint, or it's some type of something to push you back. Right, Laura? But we teach in our coaching program how to overcome objection. I will teach in my full day on March 18th, the whole framework I use when people give me objection, because I'm a master at overcoming objections. Okay. And I actually have fun with it. Now, I then, once you indicate interest in my product or service, I then must follow up to bring you to a decision. Okay. Now go back, Tony Barnes, type in decision equals to kill off. Decision equals to kill off. So what you're really helping people do in the follow-up is you're helping them kill off something, kill off options, kill off fear, kill off insecurity, kill off doubt, kill off vacillation. What you're really doing is you're so confident and you have such a certainty about you and you're such an expert, is you're helping them you got enough confidence for both of us. I know this scares you. I know this seems inconvenient. I know this seems like a lot of money, right? My job is to help you make a decision. That word decide means to kill off. Notice how we say it in the South? Decide. Okay. So my point to you is I'm following up with you, right? To help you make a decision. This is important. Okay. I understand it costs time and energy and money. I understand you are scared to make this decision. I understand you got to get your wife on board. I understand. But I got to be honest with you. Right, Tony? Right, Stephanie? Man, I can't help you till you commit to something, Stephanie. I can't get you that 40-something% increase until you sign up for my coaching program. I can't teach you my 7-touch follow-up before, during, and after until you sign up for my March 18th full day event with me. I can't help you, right, Gary, till you commit. But once you commit, Coach Burt ain't gonna let you fail. Okay. So I must follow up. to bring a decision. Go back to something I said early in the webinar. You don't need more money, you need more people. But I can put you in front of 10,000 people if you don't follow up with them. Okay? If you don't follow up with them, it don't matter. If you, listen, I went to a Tony Robbins event. I love Tony Robbins. I think he's great. Date with Destiny. Thought it was a cool event. Learned a lot. Learned how to put on events. Nobody from his office has ever called me one time to try to get me back to an event. It's crazy. I'm like, it's a $400 million empire. And nobody ever followed up with me. Here's the deal. They may say, we don't need to follow up. We're 400 million. You could be worth 800 million. And I'm not telling him what to do. I'm just saying, I found it odd that they got me excited and nobody followed up with me. I found it odd that there's no reach out. There's no outbound. So here's some stats about follow-up. Less than 9% of people remember the person's name after the transaction. Okay. Hey, you were so impactful, I forgot your name. Okay. I want to be so impactful. You never forget my name, folks. You never forget my name. Even if I get an hour with you, here's a good lesson. Here's a good rule. This is a good one. Be so impactful when you spend time with people that if they never met you again the rest of their life, they would never forget you. Isn't that good? Can I get an amen on that one? Be so good that when you spend time with people, even if it's for 30 minutes or an hour, that people will never forget you. That's how good you are. Now, what if you were that good and you followed up? Follow up is not just on leads. Follow up is on opportunity. Follow up is on strategic partnership. Follow up is on, I have an idea I want to present to a person. Follow up is on, man, it's a big world. There's so much possibility here, right? That's what follow up is on, folks. It's not just on money or on leads. It's on partnership. I'm going to say, I don't have the exact stat here, but in my notes, I wrote down 90-something% of people do not answer the phone when you call. 90-something%. And Eric White on my team, this is a great breakthrough, said, man, we call people all day long, coach. We call people all day long. We got to find another way to get people excited other than just us calling. And so we come up with this idea of documenting me coming into a business. Thank you, Paul. 90 to 94%. Documenting me going into a business and showing me turning that business around or helping that business get a significant lift in their business. We want to document it. How did I start? What were the numbers? 90 days into it, where were we? And I want to document it because I want to show people and I want to generate leads through showing people, because they could call people all day long and nobody, right? Nobody ever know. Nobody answer the phone. Next stat, it takes 7 to 15 touches, 80% of the time, Wayne Pendle, to convert a prospect to a buyer. 80% of the time, it takes 7 to 15 touches. 80% of the time to convert a prospect to a buyer. Oh, here's the good one. We're not finished with the stats, folks. I love this one. Each satisfied person you have in your network, should be worth 5.7 referrals over the lifetime of the consumer. Everybody see that? Come on, Sherry. It is going to change your business. Okay? Here's what I'm saying. Every satisfied person that you have in your organization, a client, a guest, whatever you call people, should be worth 6 more people over the lifetime. I have a belief. Here's the belief. Money changes hands when problems are solved or opportunities are presented. The purpose of the follow-up is to solve a problem or present an opportunity. Okay? Here's the belief, Alan. I don't believe in customer service. I believe in customer engagement. And customer engagement is where you, right? It's where you engage with people, help a person get to their desired outcome. That's what you're helping a person do. Look, I got a problem. Help me solve my problem. Help me get to my desired outcome. And if you do, you are valuable. And if you change my life, man, I'm going to tell so many other people about you. I'm gonna tell so many other people about who you are and how you help me. And that's called a referral. A referral is when great people tell other great people how great you are. They tell other great people how great you are. Great people tell another great people, right? You don't want lousy people tell another lousy people, right? You want great people tell, like, gravitate toward like. Now, let's come down the home stretch here. And I'm going to be doing a full day on this. Okay. This is such a big concept. Gosh, man, even when I'm teaching it to you guys, there's so much opportunity that is lost in this follow-up game that it is crazy. Okay. So what I'm going to be doing, I'm going to go ahead and post it in here on March the 18th. I'm going to be doing a full day called Fanatical Follow-Up. Okay. And during that full day, you're going to have an opportunity virtually to spend time with me. Either in person, I'm taking up to 40 people in the room. If you want to be in the room with me, it's like a PBS special, or you can watch it online. And I'm going to teach a 7-touch system. We're going to build a 7-touch system to get attention. We're going to build a 7-touch system to keep attention. We're going to build a 7-touch system after you sign a person up. And I believe this could be the result of a 30 or 40% increase in your business. We're calling it Fanatical Follow-Up. I'm teaching it at my lodge in Tennessee. You can watch it online and spend the whole day with me, or you can be in the room, but I'm only taking the first 40 people in the room. Okay. And that is an investment of $57. Okay. So Eric White is posting that in a link. If you want to sign up tonight, it'd be the best $57 you ever spent. Because all I can do in 40 minutes is open your eyes to this possibility. Okay. That day, I'm spending 10 to 2, baby. I'm taking you all the way. I'm going to break down how I get attention, how I keep attention, how I close people, how I overcome objections, and how I follow up after the sale and engage with large numbers of people. Okay. Be incredibly valuable. $57, be the best 57 you've invested. And you can watch the replay if you can't participate that day. Okay. And it's a virtual summit. Okay. So get in there and get excited. Okay. Now, and they'll post the link in there where you can take action on that tonight. If you want to attend in person, Eric White, you can let Eric White know. And like I said, I'm only taking the first 40 in the room, and I'll be teaching all day as hard as I can on this concept and breaking the whole concept down. Now, purpose of the follow-up. Write these 4 things down so you don't miss them. And then I'm going to change everything for you. And then I'm going to take some questions. 4 purposes of the follow-up: to rekindle the initial attraction. Everybody see that? Rekindle the initial attraction. Okay, that's 1. I saw it. I liked it. I'm interested, but I'm not buying today for whatever reason. Okay, didn't bring my wallet. Got to talk to my wife. Got to think about it. Got to sleep on it. Got to pray about it. Don't matter what the reason is. I'm not taking action right now. There's no way you can convince me. Okay. I went to a BMW dealership once. I walked in. I said, look, I'm going to get 1 car for my wife because she wants a BMW. There's no way in the world you can sell me 2 cars today. So don't even try. Okay. We find my wife's car that she wanted. I'm walking back in to do the paperwork. There's this incredible black BMW sports vehicle. The salesman said, you like that, don't you, coach? I said, it's pretty, but I'm not looking for a car. I'm looking for an SUV. He said, well, while you're here, we got to fill the paperwork out anyway for your wife's car. Why don't you just take that one for a spin? This was on the showroom, folks. They cleared out all the cars, right? They put me in this sports BMW. I don't even like cars. I like SUVs. I'm driving this thing. I'm like, there's no way in the world I'm buying it. Don't even ask me. Hey, we walked out of there with 2 BMWs that night, folks, a black one and a white one. You know what it told me? Anything's possible. When you present an idea to a person, anything is possible. Never underestimate the need to rekindle. I was there. I was buying something. He convinced me to buy 2 versus 1, and he was good. That kid was good. Now, here's my point. Purpose of the follow-up is to rekindle our attraction. You liked it, you've seen it, but you didn't take action on it. My job is to help you make a decision. The word decide means to kill off, okay? Number 2, to articulate in clear terms, how you can solve the problem. I pounded on this. You gotta, when you follow up, if I've been thinking, man, I've been building a strategy to solve this problem for you. I've been building a strategy to solve this problem for you. Okay. If I woke up thinking about you, there's two specific things I've been thinking. I'd like to present an idea to you. That's all selling is. Present an idea. Number 3, to make the prospect stop and think. I'm driving down the roads. I'm busy. Tony Barnes sends me a voice text. The purpose of that voice text is to make me think. It's to make me think. Hey, Coach Tony Barnes, I listened to what you said. I've created a plan. I think I can help you build out your call center. I'd like to come in and show you over a 90-day cycle what I can do for you. Hey, take a minute and think about this, Coach. Third reason I follow up people is I want to make them stop and think. And I want to make the value so ridiculous. Okay. I want to make the value. I joined a clubhouse somehow.
Thank you so much for sharing.
Now, I want to make that. Hey, I joined a clubhouse right in the middle of our webinar. I was trying to text my team members. Now, here's my point. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. Here's my point. I'm busy. Make me stop and think. Make me stop and think. Make me stop and think. When you study the 5 types of salespeople I'm going to get into on that day, I'm going to get into that day on fanatical follow-up. There's 5 types of salespeople: the lone wolf, the problem solver, the hard worker, the relationship builder, and the challenger. The challenger makes you stop and think. It's like, whoa, I wasn't even thinking about that. Tony Barnes is out there in the world. Coach Bert's moving about the world, man. I don't have time to think. Tony calls me and says, hey, think on this, Coach. If I could help you get a lift, ensure all 3,000 people in your database that you're driving every 30 days was contacted, presented an idea to, with peace of mind, Coach. Would you think about that tonight when you're at dinner? Boom. Now I'm thinking about it, folks. Third purpose of the follow-up is to make people stop and think. Fourth purpose of the follow-up is to challenge a person. Here's what I may say to people. I may say, Alan Worthy, we can have this talk today, or we can have it 6 months from today, man. We can talk about it till the cows come home. We can talk about it all day long. We can sit and talk ideas, or we can get involved and take action on this. And if you take action on this, right? If I'm selling real estate, hey, I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't say this to you. If you got to sleep on this one more night, you're not going to be able to sleep in it in the future. Okay. Now, how would you feel? How would you feel, Alan, if I called you tomorrow and told you this house wasn't available? Because I don't want to make that phone call to you. I love you. I'm representing you. I'm fighting for you. But man, I can't fight for you until you commit to something. Now, I showed you 47 houses. See, that's a great follow-up because I'm making them think. Okay. And here's what I say. This is a challenge. Hey, there's high demand. There's low supply. The economics of this are very simple. You wait for one night, you may not have it. Now, if you want it, give me the go ahead. I'm going to send the contract over to you right now. And let's go ahead and take action on it. Because if you got to sleep on it 2 more nights, somebody else is going to be sleeping in it in the future. And it ain't going to be you. And I saw how your wife loved that house. So in my fanatical follow-up day, I'm going to show you how to be a relationship challenger. Okay, I'm combining 2 of those people, if you noticed. There's a relationship builder and there's a challenger. Okay, and I'm going to show you that day how to challenge in a positive way. Not create a bunch of friction, not annoy or pester someone, not spook them off. How to challenge them in a way they go, you know what? That dude's right. I do need to take action. Okay. Now, as we push here at the end, I got a lot more to say, but I don't have enough time to say it tonight. And that's why I'm having this full day with me on March 18th. Folks, your whole team should be on this. You should be on it. I'm teaching this to my wife who runs our health business. She's trying to learn how to follow up better. I'm teaching it to my team. I've become a master at follow-up. And because of that, I've created a fanatical follow-up system. 7 touches to get attention, 7 touches to close a deal, 7 touches to engage. So if you're here tonight and you're like, this dude can help me, this guy can help me make more money, he can help me move toward my desired outcome, he can help me play at a higher frequency, is it worth the investment of $57 to you to spend a day with me and get the replay forever, to have that replay together? Okay. If it's not worth it to you, then don't sign up. But if it is, I really believe this can help you. I'd share it with my entire teams, folks. I'd share it with all of my people because I think this is of tremendous value. Now, there's people on the call tonight. Thank you for committing. I'm seeing David. I see all these people commit. If you committed tonight, just type in the chat box so I can congratulate people and my team can congratulate people, because I really, really believe this is going to help a lot of people, and I'm passionate about it. Okay. There's some of you that have been watching me for a while, and you're like, man, this little bald-headed dude, this little bald-headed pit bull can help me. Right. And I need serious coaching. I want to get involved in the program, and Kara Palmer on my team can post that, because tonight, for all the people that are here, we are going to give you the option to sign up for my coaching program for a year for $997. And we're going to allow you to come to a 2-day boot camp with me. And that is $500 off the coaching program right now. The coaching program is $1497 for a 1-year period with me. But for the early adopters and people that take action tonight, get the whole thing. We're going to give you the follow-up day, and we're going to give you a year's worth of coaching, and we're going to give you a boot camp, a 2-day boot camp at my lodge. And that is off the chain, folks, because that's a whole lot of value, right, Mark Schaefer? Mark works with me every day, and he knows this is a lot of value we're offering. So if you're here tonight and you're like, man, I want to get the follow-up, I want to get a year with Coach, I want to get 2 days at his lodge in the room with him, then we've got a link in there that it's $997 for the whole year, folks. And that is a ridiculous value. Stephanie knows, she's been in my coaching program, and that is only available for the next 24 hours, I think is when that's available. Okay. Third thing, and I don't want to confuse anything here, but I do want to tell you, if you are looking, my lodge is in Christiana, Tennessee. It is 35 minutes from Nashville, Tennessee. It's an 8,000 square foot lodge where I do a lot of my boot camps at. It's got a 54-person training facility, and I do boot camps. And that offer of $997 includes a 2-day boot camp at the lodge. Okay. Third thing is, I own a marketing company called Genie Rocket. And Genie Rocket is a CRM, a funnel and CRM system. And Genie Rocket is what we are using in my company to reach out to people, to rehash, to follow up. Okay. And it is priced at an incredible price point. I actually saved money by moving to Genie Rocket, and then I became one of the owners of the company because I believed in it so much. So if you're interested in Genie Rocket, Kara Palmer, or if you're interested in learning more about Genie Rocket, Kara Palmer can post in there the Genie Rocket link, and we can get you looking at the CRM system that we're using on how we follow up, because when you drive leads, folks, you need a great follow-up. Okay. So we're interested to play at a high level. Okay. So we're interested in helping you perform at a high level. So tonight, there's 3 things you can do. Okay. I guess there's 4 things. Number 1, you could do nothing. Okay. You could do nothing. You could watch me and say, Coach is entertaining and he's got a Southern accent and he's 5'6", but 10 foot tall. And that's fine. If that's what you want to do, folks, I'm okay with that. Number 2, you could say, I'm in for the $57 deal. I want to come back on March 18th and I want to be part of the full day. And I want you to break down the system and help me build my follow-up system. You're going to make a lot more money, folks. 3, you can say, I'm all in. I'm going with the Go Pro package tonight. I'm going to take the $997 offer, 2 days with Coach, fanatical follow-up, and 1 year of coaching. I didn't say 1 month, 1 year for $997. Okay. It's crazy. I know. Or if you need help with your CRM, through our company, Genie Rocket, which is what we use to follow up with people and touch people in a way, then you can click the link that Kara Palmer. And if you're interested, email Kara at coachburt.com and she can get you scheduled for something as it relates to Genie Rocket. So, folks, here's what I would tell you. Out of all the books I've written, if you ask me what is the most practical book that moves the needle in people's lives the most, it is probably $1 Million Follow-Up. It is one of the most practical books I've ever written, and it is a book that solves a major problem. It could be your methodology, or it could be your effort. Whichever problem you got tonight will change the game for you because you're thinking about it different. So I will close this webinar with this. Money changes hands when problems are solved or opportunities are presented. You don't need more money. You need more people. But once you get the people, you have got to do a master job of following up with people and presenting ideas and solving problems. No more checking in, no more touching base, no more asking if you have any questions, no more waking up thinking about people, folks. You are a Navy SEAL. You have a special skill set. You have a special talent that helps other people move toward their desired outcomes in life. And when you follow up like that and articulate like that, you will make more money than you've ever made in your life by helping people, just by helping people. Okay. You're connected. I'm calling you to connect with you, David. I'm not calling you to sell you anything. I think I can be an asset to your life and help you move toward your dominant focus in life. And if I could do that, man, would you partner with me and go to the next level? Because I can't help you till you commit. But once you commit, I'm not going to let you fail. Okay. I'm here to help you. So I want to thank you guys for having me tonight. I want to thank you for being with me and spending time with me. It means the world to me. Thank you for signing up, for all the people that have signed up tonight for something. It does my heart good to know I'm helping people. This is one of my favorite ways of coaching people, folks, is these webinars. We had 250 people on here tonight. That is amazing. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you for showing up. And as my mama said, growing up and delivering. That is the way we do it. My team is going to stay on here for the next 10 minutes to help you. I'm going to go have dinner, follow up with that $6 billion, $7 billion CEO. And guess what? I'm going to follow up, man. I'm going to follow up. I'm going to follow up. So Eric White, my team, Kara Palmer, everybody on my team is on here. They're going to stay on with you for just a few minutes, take any questions that you have, sign up for anything. And if you need anything, guys, everybody needs a coach. We believe everybody needs a good coach in life. And thank you so much for letting me be yours tonight. God bless you. And go out there and follow up like crazy.